The Last Supper unfolds around a small round table, a ritual etched in the vivid colors of salmon puttanesca, a meal that holds our gathered silence while the packed suitcases sit nearby, silent sentries, a reminder that this moment marks the final chapter before I depart. A message glows upon my phone, a summons from an old friend calling me to a Halloween gathering. My eyes drift to the wrinkled relic of my spaceman costume, worn from past revelries, resting there like a fragment of a life I once knew, now ready for one more journey into the night. Upon entering the Airbnb, I knock, calling softly into the dim, unfamiliar hallway. Silence responds, a deep, still quiet that fills the air like mist, as though I have stumbled into the unspoken memories of another soul. In the backyard, I take a seat on a flimsy plastic table surrounded by gravel, observing the owners in their small shed, laboring over the garage door opener. It's a scene touched by humble devotion, a testament to the hands that shape and mend this place. They see me at last, moving to the side door, and pressing a set of keys into my hand with a mixture of pride and fatigue, recounting the story of their labors. I offer them words of encouragement, seeing in their eyes the quiet fire of those who toil in love. At the dispensary, an earthy young woman leans close, seeking guidance on her order. I share with her a simple tip, and she smiles. There is comfort here, a space woven of quiet laughter, warm lights, and the shared knowledge of those who find themselves in search. As we linger, conversation drifts, touching upon art, old ties, and the call of a simpler life. One speaks of a nudist colony, a place where 4 hours of work brought her peace and shelter, a world of forgotten freedom, an echo of lives lived close to the earth. Arriving at my friend's door, laden with offerings and memories, we stand face to face, 2 souls shaped and tempered by time. We meet in silence, an ancient recognition passing between us, the kind that words dare not disturb. Inside the house is a sanctuary of family life, toys scattered in joyful chaos. While his wife stirs dinner in the kitchen, we settle on the couch, speaking in low tones, our voices threading through the soft hum of the game on TV, as though time itself has paused to listen. Dinner arrives, a second meal, yet one offered with care and symmetry, each dish arranged with reverence, as though the food itself understands its place. In the order of things, laughter rises, stories flow, and we find ourselves in that sacred twilight between the past and what has yet to come. We step onto his deck, a sturdy creation of thick beams and steel, crafted by his own hand. He gestures, explaining each detail, his voice resonant with the pride of one who has built his own shelter against the world's storms, and we stand in the cool night, our breaths mingling with the stars. The chill settles in, and we exchange our costumes for hoodies, wrapped in the warmth of cloth and companionship. Together we set out toward the pub, the night enfolding us as we move through the quiet streets. At the bar he requests olives, a simple desire met with a refusal that sparks an ancient frustration in his eyes, as though the absence of such a humble fruit carries the weight of a world half forgotten. He protests, and the room holds its breath, watching this unexpected rite unfold. As we leave, he speaks of Italy, of a vineyard bathed in olive trees, recounting the experience as one touched by the divine, a communion with earth, oil, and fruit, a memory that lingers with reverence and awe. Back at his home, he unveils sketches, visions of a backyard paradise centered upon the humble olive, as if it were a jewel of rarest worth. His eyes gleam with the passion of the dreamer, one whose vision stretches far beyond what is seen. So I share with him my own strange idea, pointing to a bone on the floor and calling it a prehistoric calculator, an ancient artifact awaiting discovery. He laughs, but there is understanding in his eyes, a recognition that to create is to touch the eternal. Our conversation deepens, an exploration of value and experience, of how the simplest things, an olive, a story, can become treasures, their worth woven from memory and meaning, transcending the mere world of forms. At last, the night draws to a close, and we stand at the door, an old knowing between us, a gratitude unspoken but shared. We part with a nod, aware that true peace is the quiet within, that shelter from the endless storms of life.